Hi guys, it's Kelly. I'm back with another video, and today's video is a super short one. I am one of the 12 designers of Christmas for Honeybee Stamps, which I was just thrilled that they asked me, and when I went shopping in their little shop, I fell in love with this Adore Me stamp set. I love a large, bold sentiment that just makes me happy. So basically what I wanted to do was kind of use it to make a card set. Because if you're like me, we're trying to mass produce Christmas cards here, and even then you're still going to run out of time. So what I decided to do was some Distress ink background. So the first one you saw me do was Candied Apple, and I just did one color. That was all I used. So if you only have just a couple of colors, you can still do this. For this card here, I'm doing something a little bit more monochromatic. I started with Crushed Olive and then did Peeled Paint and then ended it with Forest Moss. So it's kind of like a gradient, but this time I filled the whole card versus just letting it fade into white. It's kind of personal preference. Also, I'm using Distress inks. You can certainly use oxides, but oxides don't, they don't come in the colors that I wanted to use. So I need Tim to get on it so that I can use oxides as well. No, seriously though, Distress inks, they do take a little bit more work to blend, but, you know, I've used them for years. So here, this one was going to fade into white, and then I stuck my thumb right in the ink pad. So it ended up being a full background. And this is a multicolor one. So it goes from Wilted Violet to Seedless Preserves to Picked Raspberry. For the blue, which I know you've seen 100 times before if you watch my channel, I'm just going to show you kind of how I did the backgrounds for each of them. So I'm using the Perfect Pearls. I have a number 2 round brush, and the first thing I'm going to do is just flick clean clear water. Distress inks, Distress oxides react with water, so they kind of have a cool effect. And then I'm going to use Perfect Pearls to add in the background. One of my followers on YouTube had made the comment that this is kind of like my trademark thing. And I figured, well, I might as well just embrace it because I love it and I don't plan on stopping doing it anytime soon. So for the Candied Apple, I did silver. I did silver. It's Perfect Pearls, color Perfect Pearls. And then for the purple and the green, I did a mix of, I'm lying to you. For the purple, I did a mix of gold and Perfect Pearls. And then for the green, I just used gold Perfect Pearls. Do you know how hard it is to distinguish between the two? I swear to you, the color is called Perfect Pearls, even though that's what the product is called. Anywho, I'm busting out my Misty here, guys, because this is a large, bold sentiment, and I want to make sure I get a good impression. And honestly, I only had to stamp each one of these one time. One time, they were good to go, but I did stand up. I gave it good pressure, little Sherry Carroll CPR method. And then I also used 2 rectangle dies to cut out some glitter frames, because you know I'd be loving this glitter paper right now, guys. So I did that, and then I'm going to pop these up. That's the game plan. I don't even know how Laura Basson does these 5-minute videos. I feel like I cannot even say all the things that I need to say. Nonetheless, I am trimming down my Scotch foam tape to, because I want them to be real narrow. I don't want to be able to see it behind that frame. And this is just, you know, it's just totally quick and easy. I didn't really have to like think about it, which sometimes I kind of like, even though I do a lot of really involved scene cards. Sometimes I just want to sit down and craft and make pretty things and not have to worry about it. So I did have a little bit of an issue adhering this first one. I didn't have any issues with the other one, but of course the one that I did on camera I had issues with. And it ripped my paper. Do you see that over there on the left-hand side? Ripped it. Thankfully, the frame just is going to go right over that. Also, my son bumped my camera, so now we're a little bit crooked. My bad. So I did a silver frame for the Candied Apple. I did a gold frame for the green. I did a white glitter paper frame for the blue. And then I did like a champagne color for the purplish pink one. So I really love the way they came out. They were really fast to do. There is a giveaway over on the Honeybee Stamps blog. If you're watching on YouTube, I will link that below. Thank you to Honeybee for having me. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.